Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today our group is going to discuss an important theorem in calculus called the mean value theorem. The mean value theorem explains the relationship between the average rate of change of the function over an interval and its instantaneous rate of change at a particular point. Before we begin our presentation, let us introduce the members of our group. First, my name is Anissa Deviani and my student ID number is F18023-037. Next.
My name is Dela Putri Salsabila, ID number F1A023043.
My name is Dwi Cantika Anggraini, F1A 023044.
Theorem A, mean value theorem for derivatives if f continues on a closed interval a to b and differentiable on its interior a to b. Then there is at least one number c in a to b where f of b minus f of a over b minus a equal f prime of c, or equivalently where f of b minus f of a equal f prime of c times b minus a. Now let us explain the symbol. First, f is a function. Second, a to b is a closed interval. This means that the endpoint a and b are included. Here, a to b is an open interval, so a and b are not included. Fourth, f prime of c means the derivative of f and the point c. It represents the instantaneous rate of change or the slope of the tangent line at c. Fifth, f of b minus f of a over b minus a is the average rate of change or slope of the second line connecting point a, f of a and b, f of b. In simple terms, the mean value theorem tells us that there is at least one point C between A and B where the slope of the tangent line is equal to the slope of the second line. Now I will explain the first part of the proof. To prove the mean value theorem, we start by drawing a line drawn to point on the graph of the function f, namely a, f of a and b, f of b. The slope of the line is f of b minus f of a over b minus a. We define the function of the line as g of x equal f of a plus the quantity f of b minus f of a over b minus a times the quantity x minus a. Next, we create a null function. x of x equally f of x minus g of x, the function s of x. So the difference between the function f of x and the line g of x. Next,
Sin f is continue on the closed interval from a to b, and g is also a continue function. Then s of x is continue on the closed interval from a to b. Moreover, sin f is differentiable on the closed interval from a to b, and g is also differentiable. Then s of x is differentiable on the open interval from a to b. Now we check the value of s of x at both ends of the interval. For x equal a, s of a equal f of a minus g of a. From the equation g of x, we obtain g of a equal f of a. So s of a equal 0. Next, for x equal b, s of b equal f of b minus g of b, because g of b equal f of b. So s of b equal 0. Thus, s of a equal s of b equal 0. This means that the function s of x has the same value at both ends of the interval. Since s of x is continuous on the closed interval from a to b, by the extreme value theorem, the function s has a maximum and a minimum value on that interval. There are two possibilities if the maximum and minimum value are both 0. Then s of x equals 0 for all x element the closed interval from a to b. Thus s prime of x equals 0 for x element the open interval from a to b. If either the maximum or minimum value is not equal to 0, then it must be reached at some point in the interval, that is, at some point C element the open interval a to b. And then point sin C is a maximum or minimum point in the interior of the interval. Based on the critical point theorem, we obtain s prime of C equals 0. So, in both cases, we always get a C element, the open interval from a to b, which fulfills C prime C equals 0. Next,
From the previous discussion, we have found that there is a point. Now we come back to the function s of x equals f of x minus g of x. By reducing both sides, we obtain s prime of x equals f prime of x minus g prime of x. We already have g of x equals f of a plus the quantity f of b minus f of a over b minus a times the quantity x minus a. So the derivative is g prime of x equals f of b minus f of a over b minus a, because we know that s prime of c equals 0, so 0 equals f prime of c minus f of b minus f of a over b minus a. Then we move the fraction to the right side, so we get f prime of c equals f of b minus f of a over b minus a. This result is an exact statement of the mean value theorem. Thus, the mean value theorem has been proven. Next, thus, it can be concluded that if a function f is continuous on closed interval a to b and differentiable on open interval a to b, then there is at least one point C elements a to b that satisfies f of b minus f of a over b minus a. In other words, at least one point between a and b. The slope of the tangent line is equal to the slope of the line connecting the two endpoints of the graph.
That concludes our presentation about the mean value theorem. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I just had to let you know you're